Hello everybody and happy Wednesday. This is Aliza Henson here, your health and life coach, aka healthy mindset coach. I help women to not only transform their health from the outside but also the inside and help them to develop the mindset that they need in order to support the health that they want, because that's huge. So I come to you today from my car. Sometimes I feel like the best videos come from my car because it's coming from when I am naturally really feeling inspired and I have something I really want to talk and share with you guys today. So the topic of this video is going to be called self-care, what it is and what it isn't, because this is something that is huge. This is something that I talk to my clients about all the time and something that I personally am always working on all the time. And I feel like, being a part, especially in the Orthodox Jewish community, the Jewish community at large, I feel like women are always in this place of giving, and I think it is such an incredible thing. There is no other community out there like us who does what we do. But unfortunately, I'm often seeing the other side, and I'm seeing the women who are going, doing, giving to their children, giving to their communities, to their spouses, whatever it might be. And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot left for ourselves. And if you've been following me, you've been watching me, you know my biggest analogy I like to talk about is the concept of having your cup full. We've all heard the concept of your cup has to be full. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? In order to give to others, you have to have what's in your cup. And I take it further than that because I strongly believe that your cup always has to be completely full to the top, and what's in your cup is for you. Your cup has to be full for yourself, and other people benefit from the overflow, from the excess. So what that practically means is that you're in a place where you are taking care of yourself and giving to yourself so that you have so much left over, so it spills over and you have what to give to other people. Unfortunately, so many of us are not giving from this place of abundance. We're giving from a place of lack when we're trying and running on empty and trying to do just to get by and do what we can, but we're also giving to others at the same time. And that doesn't really work, because the quality of that kind of giving is not going to be the same as if you're giving from a place of abundance. So this is why I constantly stress self-care, and I strongly believe that taking care of your body, taking care of your health is one of the deepest forms of self-care. So the reason I come to you today is because I also do often, and some of you might be thinking this, like I get this question about when is taking self-care can't self-care be taken too far? I had a client one time who was very strongly like, well, what about those people who are constantly going out and spending money and getting their nails done, and like they're going out all the time and leaving their kids with babysitters, and people who are really going too far with the whole self-care thing. And it's a tricky question because oftentimes I feel like it's really the opposite problem I'm often dealing with. It's women who are not taking care of themselves and don't know that concept, and I'm really having to reprogram and teach them that no, it is not selfish to take care of yourself. It is not selfish to tell your child, sorry, I need to eat breakfast before I can get you your crayons or whatever it might be. In my house, that's what it looks like a lot, because I'm teaching my children that I need to take care of myself and fuel my body in order for me to be the best mommy I can be. So when is self-care taken too far? And I guess this has been on my mind lately because this is something that, I've been seeing other people deal with, and I kind of wanted to talk about it. I think that if your self-care is coming from a place of avoiding something, right? Like if you're avoiding something you don't want to be doing, if you're feeling down or depressed or anxious or overwhelmed, and it's easier for you, like here's a good example. Let's say you are overwhelmed with your job and you're really overwhelmed at work. It's getting to be too much and you're constantly taking off, or you're constantly, let's say you're a business owner and you're like, I don't feel like doing work right now. I need to take care of myself. I'm feeling like I need to recharge. So if self-care is something that is being used to avoid things, that's not self-care. If self-care is being taken too far, like you going to, let's say relax while someone watches your kids, if you're doing it and afterwards you're not feeling recharged, you're just like dreading going back and you're like, I still can't handle this, That's not self-care anymore. If you're spending money that you don't have and you're in denial that financially you can't afford to get your nails done every week, or financially you can't afford to eat out every day, that's not either self-care. I think it's important to be able to recognize and see that there might be a deeper problem. And again, I'm not here to diagnose or tell anybody anything, but I know that it is a very common thing that people can be experiencing depression or anxiety, and they're using self-care as a form to kind of avoid that and as an excuse. And I think it's important to be able to look deep down and say, hey, like, things are not okay and I need to be taken care of, and I need to actually take care of this in a real way. So for somebody who is just wanting to lay on their couch all day or stay in their bed all day and not do anything because it's coming from a place of feeling down and depressed and like in an unhealthy way, self-care might not be laying on the couch and relaxing. Self-care might be get up and go on a walk, get up and call a friend, get up and get some help. So I think it's really important for each individual person, this is kind of my point of this, is that you have to keep a pulse on yourself. You can't just, someone can't just say that, oh yeah, laying on your couch and relaxing is self-care. No, because for some people it's not. For some people it's a sign of depression, and for some people it's something they need to do. They need to put their feet up and take a break for a few minutes while their kids play. So I think you individually need to take a pulse, take a pulse. You need to be on top of and watch your pulse, whatever I'm trying to say, of what your needs are. And that's really what self-care is about. It's about making sure that you are as full as possible, that your needs are being met, so that you can effectively not only help yourself, but help other people. So I hope this was clear and made sense. Again, we're talking about what self-care is versus what self-care isn't. Self-care is taking care of yourself and making sure that you can come from a place of fullness and abundance in order to not only give to yourself, but give to others, whether that's your family, your community, your friends, your job. And self-care is not when you're trying to go relax and avoid problems that need to be taken care of, such as greater issues like depression or anxiety, or if you're having a really, if you're struggling with your job or struggling with, your family or your spouse or whatever it might be. Self-care is looking in and understanding, what is it that I need right now? What help is it that I need? So I'm curious what you guys think of this. This was something that was on my mind. Please shoot me an email or message me or leave me a comment, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, because again, I feel like this whole piece of self-care is such an important, crucial prerequisite to having a healthy lifestyle, because you need to come from a place of I am taking care of myself. And I hope this was helpful, and I wanted to continue to wish you guys an awesome Wednesday, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a good one, guys.